become a nation of cone heads? Industry insiders say there's now about one cone for every Kiwi, which means over 5 million and counting. Contracting firm Fulton Hogan imports around 20,000 new cones each year at a cost of about $40 a pop. But jump online and take your pick. I bought this road cone off the internet. There were no background checks. Come at me. These things are everywhere, adapted to every habitat. The epidemic spreading beyond the bounds of Auckland, with infestations reported in Queenstown and Dunedin. In Hastings, the City Council tried painting the cone as a sign of progress.
So when you see a cone ahead, don't grimace or swear. Think instead, more great things are happening here.
But in heavy-hit regions, the cone has become a symbol of oppression, a cause of confusion and mental health problems. Even the Auckland Mayor is getting unusually stressed.
By the time they've pissed everybody off, they've created a road rage potential that easily exceeds whatever safety thing they've done in the first place.
So what are our rights when it comes to navigating a world under the rule of the cone? Joining us now, Reino Weinstock, Managing Director of Traffic Tech. Now, they make the country's road cones. Reino, have we reached peak cone?
Well, you can only say that if you can guarantee there's not going to be any further natural disasters, because every time something happens around the country, and I guess flooding at the moment is another topical issue, we need to put up some form of temporary traffic measure to provide the delineation and control those construction sites.
Yeah, that's a terrible disaster, that City Rail link. That's been going on for a while, hasn't it?
That's not a natural disaster, Jeremy.
Are you allowed to move a road cone if it's in your way?
Well, road cones form part of a traffic management plan. So, no, if it's part of a structured traffic management plan, then they need to stay in place because they're protecting a construction zone. So, no, the answer to that is probably not.
But could you buy your own road cones, then put them wherever you want? Because I'm trying to cone off my home office so my children don't come in.
Well, you can do whatever you like on private property, Di, but I think you'll find that if you're trying to do something on the roadways or a construction site, you'll need to go through that bureaucratic process of filing a temporary traffic management plan, which needs to be approved, of course, by Auckland Transport if you're in Auckland or other local authorities. That needs to be signed off, and then you might get approval to go and put up your road cones and other paraphernalia which form part of your traffic management plan.
You make the road cones, but be honest, what's your first thought when you come across a line of them on the open road?
Well, I'm a road user like all of you, and so I have to suffer the process of sitting in a traffic queue waiting for the construction process to occur. But I also know that it's a health and safety issue. I mean, there are a number of uses, and if you think about line marking that goes down the middle of the road, that needs to be protected because otherwise you're going to end up with white and yellow paint all over the road. You've got potholes that we all know need to be repaired, and you don't want to drive through those and wreck your car. So you've got to look at it from a perspective of health and safety first, and then protection of road users, pedestrians and construction workers.
How much of a problem is theft of road cones and the replacement cost?
Yeah, there's. You don't need to actually go too far to see a statue or a tree that's got a cone sitting on top. And I know that Dunedin University students are very happy to swipe the odd road cone and have it appear in their flat or hall of residence. Branding has made road cones a little less likely to be stolen because we can track where they've come from and they can be returned, but they still disappear, absolutely.
What's the hole in the top for?
Well, that's an age-old issue, which they used to have flags and they used to have lights in them. Now they're just used to be able to picked up by a finger by the road worker.
Reino, that's been awesome. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Welcome to the project. Look, Di Hem was with us tonight. Keep it going for Kate Roger. Nice to see you.
It's good to be here. I feel like I kind of clash with a road cone a little bit tonight.
You've got the high vis on and Di even more visible at night with that jacket on.
Yeah, absolutely. I drove in from West Auckland today and road cones are everywhere. I counted 8. Brought a couple of them in as well.
That's good of you.